Welcome back to Lin's Spotlight Daily, your daily scoop of entertainment buzz. Sebastian Stan and Renate Reinsve star in Cristian Mungiu's emotional new drama Fjord, picked up by Neon. Oscar-winning indie studio Neon, known for distributing celebrated films like Parasite and Anora, has secured the North American and major English-speaking market rights to Fjord, the latest project from Palme d'Or-winning filmmaker Cristian Mungiu. The family drama, filmed in the hauntingly beautiful landscapes of Norway, brings together a powerful cast led by Sebastian Stan and Renate Reinsve, both of whom have drawn critical acclaim for their recent work. Fjord explores the quiet unraveling of a family caught between two worlds, one Romanian, one Norwegian, as they try to build a new life in a remote village. It's a story steeped in silence, suspicion, and the tension that often simmers beneath the surface of seemingly peaceful communities. Set against the raw, moody backdrop of Norway's fjord-lined coast, the film follows the George family as they relocate from bustling urban life to the mother's childhood hometown, a serene but isolated village where everyone knows everyone, and whispers travel fast. Sebastian Stan plays the Romanian father, while Renate Reinsve portrays the Norwegian mother returning to her roots. At first, the transition seems smooth. The Georgies move into a modest house near the bay, and their neighbors, the Hellbergs, welcome them with warm smiles and open doors. The children from both families quickly form bonds, running through the woods and along the shoreline, their laughter echoing in the quiet landscape. But as time passes, cracks begin to appear. What begins as harmless curiosity from the locals slowly turns into judgment and fear. Rumors start to spread, odd behavior, something not quite right with the newcomers. No one can say exactly what's wrong, but the atmosphere begins to shift. The Georgies find themselves the subject of stares and hushed conversations at the grocery store, at the school, at the village church. Soon, small-town hospitality curdles into suspicion. Cristian Mungiu, known for his emotionally layered films and commitment to realism, uses Fjord to explore the fragility of community trust and the pain of being an outsider. This is his first English-language film, and it marks a significant step in his already impressive career. Mungiu, who won the Palme d'Or for 4 months, 3 weeks and 2 days, has long been a favorite at Cannes for his ability to bring deeply human stories to life without ever veering into melodrama. In Fjord, he uses the natural setting as a reflection of the characters' emotional landscapes. The wide, frozen silence of the fjords becomes a metaphor for the family's isolation. There is a sense that nature itself is watching, impartial, unmoved, yet somehow complicit in the slow disintegration of the family's new beginning. Stan's performance as the Romanian father is said to be a quiet, simmering portrayal of a man trying to remain composed in the face of unspoken hostility. It's a stark contrast to his recent, more flamboyant roles, showing yet another side of his impressive range. Reinsve, who rose to international fame after her breakout performance in The Worst Person in the World, brings a raw vulnerability to the screen as a woman caught between her past and her present. Fjord is a true European collaboration, bringing together production teams from Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland, France, and Romania. With backing from prominent production companies like Mober Films, II Pictures, Why Not Productions, and Goodfellas, as well as support from Eurimages and Creative Europe Media, the film exemplifies the growing strength and unity of European cinema. The filming took place on location in Norway, where real towns and natural landscapes were used to ground the film in authenticity. The creative team leaned into the setting rather than dressing it up, capturing the raw beauty of the environment and letting it become a character in its own right. Goodfellas is handling international sales, while Neon has secured distribution rights for the US, Canada, the UK, Australia, and New Zealand. The film is expected to make its world premiere at one of the major film festivals this year, likely Cannes, where Mungiu is a familiar and respected figure. One of the most exciting elements of Fjord is the reunion of Sebastian Stan and Renate Reinsve, who previously shared the screen in 2024's A Different Man. Their chemistry, according to early buzz, is quiet but potent, the kind of emotional connection that doesn't rely on grand declarations but rather small, intimate moments. Both actors have seen career-defining years recently. Stan's portrayal of a young Donald Trump in The Apprentice earned him his first Oscar nomination and drew praise for his commitment to complex, sometimes controversial roles. Reinsve, meanwhile, has become a symbol of a new wave of Scandinavian talent, combining vulnerability with strength in every performance. Their dynamic in Fjord adds depth to the film's exploration of trust, culture clash, and what it means to truly belong somewhere, or to never quite belong at all. For Neon, the acquisition of Fjord is yet another sign of their growing commitment to championing bold, international voices. In recent years, the studio has become a tastemaker in the world of art house and indie cinema, distributing critically acclaimed films that go on to perform well both commercially and on the awards circuit. The studio is returning to the Cannes Film Festival this year with a full slate of new titles, including Sentimental Value by Joachim Trier, Alpha by Julia Ducournau, and Raoul Peck's Orwell. 2 + 2 = 5. Their faith in Fjord signals high expectations for its reception and potential awards success. Fjord is shaping up to be one of the most anticipated dramas of the year, a slow-burning, emotionally intricate story set in one of the world's most visually arresting environments. With a masterful director at the helm and 2 powerhouse actors leading the way, the film is more than just a tale of family and suspicion. It's a reflection on how we treat those who don't quite fit in, and what happens when kindness gives way to fear. As Neon prepares to bring Fjord to global audiences, one thing is clear: this is not just a film to watch, but one to feel. Every glance, every silence, every cold gust of wind blowing in off the bay, it's all part of a cinematic experience that lingers long after the credits roll. Who's your current favorite Hollywood star? Drop it in the comments. We love hearing from you. This is Lin's Spotlight Daily, and we'll see you in the next Spotlight.